Good morning, everybody. This is Pastor Rex, and we are writing it's not really the great American novel, it's the great biblical novel, and we're looking at the Bible as story. We looked at it some last week, and we're moving through the entire Bible, just looking at how the ideas develop. And as we move into 2 Samuel, there is an aspect of the plot that develops in an interesting way. We mentioned last Friday that the land was given to Israel. They went into the land and they had all kinds of problems during the time of the judges. But then they come to the point where David, who is their second king, you remember Saul was their first king, he failed miserably. But David, the second king, is moving into the story here. And one of the things we see is that there is a promise similar to what we saw, the promise given to Adam and Eve, and we saw the promise given to Abraham. Now we're going to see that promise expanded and given to David. Now we see that in 2 Samuel 7. And this is a development in the plot. One of the things that we see in that chapter, it says, "The Lord declares to you." And this is the prophet Nathan speaking to David. And he says, "The Lord declares to you that the Lord himself will establish a house for you. When your days are over and you rest with your fathers, I will raise up your offspring to succeed you, who will come from your own body, and I will establish his kingdom. He is the one who will build a house for my name. I will establish the throne of his kingdom forever. I will be his father, and he will be my son." Now, when we come then to that passage, we are seeing then this theme of the promise moving through the scriptures, and we see it developing at several points. And here then, as I mentioned, the promise is expanded. Now, we mentioned that a deliverer was promised to Adam. We said that the land was promised to Abraham, but now a kingdom is promised to David. So we see then the tension building in this as these promises are made by God to his people, and the tension really is, how is God going to do this? Now, we feel that same tension as we read a novel, and as the plot develops, we wonder, what is going to happen next? Well, that's kind of where we are here in 2 Samuel 7. So think about that. You might want to look at that 7th chapter of 2 Samuel, because I think it's key to the story of the Bible. Anyway, that's enough for a Monday. We're going to look some more at this tomorrow. And in the meantime, have a great day. God bless. Bye-bye.